there are a lot of ways to manage your resources this period, like how to manage 25k. It's like how to stock up your house with 25k in a month. In a month, how to stock, like there are a lot of things.
Even you be coming down for the one, Mama, give me fish for free.
Fish for free. No, I think there are places to go.
Okay, that's what I want to hear.
There are places to go. You can't just say you want to stock up your house with 25k in a month, and you're going to all these supermarkets or all these big markets. No, there are markets like those places where farmers come straight from the farm,
so that you price very well. No, but I actually think it's possible for you to stock up your house.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Yes, it is possible.
Because I'm thinking about it now. I'm realizing that it's possible. Depends on how you eat. If you eat like Ozokozona, you don't go there. Or if you're like, I want to buy shawarma today, I want to buy pizza today, I want to buy, it will not be. But if you really sit down, as a married woman where I be, that one better now. So that one is passing talk. But really, if you really sit down and say, okay, I want to sit down and plan my things. Okay, I'm earning 50k, 25k is for feeding. Maybe 10k, depending on where you're going to Nigeria or it's for transportation. Maybe. You feel okay, let me just plan it. You know that 25k will be enough for that.
It is.
You can just. Don't be greedy. Just maybe the right 5 model of Gary. Gary is like 400 plus now.
No, it's 500 now.
From where?
Where is where
So what if your distance is quite far?
Yeah.
So the transportation and everything will still add up. See,
within your area, there are markets, local markets.
It's because you've not found out.
Come straight. Please, I want to know.
No, there are really markets.
Yes,
like if you're living, okay, let's use Abuja for example now. If you're living in what's it called?
Around.
If you're living in Maitama, maybe Gwarimpa, there are markets close to Gwarimpa, like Nyanya, like Kado, like Nyanya. Now you just Maitama, if you're going to Maitama,
as we are talking about food, let us also reason transportation, because you're telling someone to move
because
from where they are to another place. I get you.
But it's a straight road.
See, inflation has caused increase in price of goods and services, everything. So the way you ladies are saying 25k is going to be enough.
Yes, of course.
We're not saying that if you want to increase it, you can. We're saying if you have 25k now and you want to manage your 25k for the rest of the month, you can do that.
You can do it.
Okay. Let's just assume that someone
like you can
do
use
that.
it to buy the most basic
things that you need. You get.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with it. All I am just saying is that, like, reality hitting on everybody now that things are very, very expensive, and you're going out with 25k, and at the end of the day, even those basic things that you think are basic, what's your definition about basic? There are some people, their basic is not basic in, like, if there is any word like that. Some people, when they say they are you guys are mentioning basic, but for them, okay, they can go 2 kilos of meat is their basic. No, meanwhile,
which is like how much?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm
trying to say this. Lots of Nigerians now, they are 25k. They are even looking for 25k for people.
Exactly.
Many of us, some of Nigerians, they are paid 60 something, 40 something, 50, 70 something, basic, and they are company. You now check probably your transportation. You now make transportation now is maybe for your door, maybe 40k has gone up for potential. You know, for ladies, you go and make your hair. You understand? How much is that feeding exactly? Cool. So we are people are living in that same means.
See, it's the same thing that we are talking about. There are some people, their basic is no meat. I'm not going to buy meat. And some people, no matter how you see it, meat must be part. So for me, trying to make people understand, like, okay, fine, we all know that things are very, very expensive, but then cut your costs, try to manage. This is a period where people are managing at all costs. So you know what you like, all this luxurious buying. You guys are talking about clothes, thrift and all of that. See, if the money is there, fine, but if the money is not there, I wouldn't even encourage. People have a lot of clothes, but they are not wearing it and they're not using it. So I wouldn't even encourage anybody to start buying clothes now. But if you have that extra money, fine and good. And as for the food, all I said is not a must. You must have meat inside your food. So maybe if you don't, but then I'm also looking at people who would want to eat like 2-3 pieces of meat on the same. See, I don't encourage that.
You're misunderstanding me, patient. Patient, I'm saying what's your cost according to your what you want. If it's meat you want to buy, use 20k and go and buy meat. Then use 5k and eat. If you eat your meat,
I drink water. So let me tell you, the thing is that with the way things are going right now, when we are saying that 25k is enough to stock up your house, and what I mean by basic things are things like Gary.
How much?
Rice. Excuse me, please. You can take the price later. Gary, rice, beans. You see all these things. They are basic things. And then for people who want to go into, like people who cannot afford that amount of milk, like the normal milk,
sachet milk,
soya beans,
right?
Okay,
yes,
soya beans.
What about those that don't like soya beans?
They can buy their milk now.
You can buy it. I'm just talking for people who want to cut their expenses.
And also people who would want to cut, but they don't like soya beans.
What is your problem?
What I'm saying, let's not even go far. What I'm saying is this. Lots of majority of Nigerians are living on that 25k month right now, because some of us, even if you're paying 100k, have you bought out your rent? Have you bought out your feeding? Have you bought out your protection? Now, if you, what I'm saying, in case if somebody has 25k for feeding, let's come and help the person, because I know lots of people are going through it. Some people cannot even afford eating meat every day till the end of the month. Let's be realistic about it. Some people might not afford it. People that have families that are earning a lot.
Is there or
not? You're even talking about, what about hawkers on the streets?
How much? They don't.
What did they earn?
Imagine. Okay, people that are working, people that go to work every day, and they know that these people, they spend money on transport and the rest. They are the people that, this 25k can help them in stocking up their house with food stuff and everything. This 25k is going to help them. Let me tell you, if you say you want to go higher than your own cost, it will choke you.
You know what?
It will choke
you. You know what I'm going to do now? Let me talk about how I'm going to spend my 25,000 naira. You now talk about how you're going to.
No, I'm going to tell us how.
Because she's still choosing. She wants 5 minutes now.
No, then please go on. Tell us how you're going to spend it.
If I have 25k too. To what's it called, to stock my house
for the sake of the audience, I'm going to be calculating.
I really want them to be. I don't have all the mathematics, but if I have 25k now, that's all I can afford to be able to eat. First of all, I'll buy 1 kilo of meat.
How much?
1 million. I think I think it's between 3,000. I don't know how much 1 kilo of meat.
Okay,
I don't buy
3,000
in kilos.
I buy 3K.
So I don't. So I buy 1 kilo of meat. I'll buy okoro soup. Okoro, which is very cheap right now. I'll buy okoro, maybe between okoro 500.
Is that what you'll be eating for the whole month?
No, because she's talking about. I'm coming to
what are you talking about? People that don't like soya milk.
So I'll buy okoro. Okoro is very affordable right now.
Okay.
But last time I checked, a noodle of egusi is 1.5. That's what I bought it in village market that I went to.
Yes.
People are
the market.
Yes.
But the normal 3 cups is 1.5.
You buy a cup, I buy a mudu. That's what I'm saying. That I have a different way of spending at 3.
I think Nigerians have to go and give you money to be buying stuff for them. It's not a business. It's not work.
No, I'm just saying my own. I buy, and now one mudu is like 8 cups. I think it's there about.
Oh, wow.
I need 8 cups or 7 cups. I forgot. I don't know how much. I think it's
full self-delivery. That's what it is.
I'm not talking. I'm just saying. You go to market. If I have the 25k, there's this place they sell. If you go to village market, there's a place they sell dry fish. They used to tie it. You understand? Different
village markets in Abuja here.
In Abuja, you can get.
You know.
I don't know how much they sell, but they can sell for 3,500 or 3,100. They tie it in leather. I don't know if you've seen that. Not stock fish, dry fish.
Okay.
So I'll buy gari. Since I'm a family of 4, I'll buy gari. Gari is very important. If you don't make it, you drink it.
Yeah, of course.
No, you drink gari. No, I'm just being very real.
Not everybody likes gari though.
They can buy anything they want to buy. Fufu is even cheaper.
There is cassava flour.
Oh, there's cassava.
That is expensive.
Okay, it's not corn flour.
Let me not even go on and on.
See, the thing is just that for people who want to, like, if you want to go where you can get all these things at an affordable price, you got to go to all those local village markets.
Yeah.
You can get all these things there at a cheap price rather than going to all those expensive places. But now you're talking about transport. But I rather believe that the money you go and spend in buying all those things
in the shops, like
those shops, those expensive places. If
yeah.
you calculate the transport to that place,
it's
not even up to what you spend when you buy in those expensive
Okay, so
places.
in other words, when it's up to, then you just have to opt for the one around you, right? See, ladies, I understand you. Let's not look like I'm trying to dispute what you guys are saying, but truthfully, I'm just being realistic and being honest.
Yeah.
But then, not enough, but at least cut costs.
Yes, that is just this, because we all have areas that is telling on us, you get. And Nigerians are really complaining this period.
Yeah.
And when we look at, aside food stuff, there are other things that people are also have finding it difficult. I'm even looking at the area of school fees. Some people, their kids are in a school that they cannot really afford now. So instead of like trying to choke themselves, and I think they should just try to, you know, withdraw them from other schools. And I know it's going to be difficult, but then just try it. It will help your sanity. And 3 square meal, whoever says that is a must for everybody to eat 3 square meal. I don't see anything will be enough. It's when you're hungry. It's only when you're hungry. Sometimes I can go a day, I can't even remember that I've not eaten. But you know, there are people, they are not hungry, but they're just eating. So it's not necessary. Food, and just try to eat, at least when you're eating, eat nutritious. But here in Nigeria, people eat because they want to eat or they are hungry. How many times do we even go for the 6 classes of food and trying to balance our diets and all of that? But that's just one of the things, amongst other things, that people should just cut. You know yourself, you know what the places that you're finding it difficult to really work, and just try to minimize costs and you know, cut every luxurious expense. It's really going to help. That is what I can say. That's why when I was saying the 25k is not going to be enough, some people, it's not going to be enough for them. But when they decide to cut their own personal expenses, it can be, for you it can be meat, for you it can be gari, and for me it can be, I don't even know.
Maybe drinks.
Exactly. So that means I have to cut down on my drinks. You have to cut down on Gary and all of that. And every other person will just, so that it can be balanced. That way it can really help us. Because if we start saying, cut this, cut that, they know the area that this thing is affecting them. So it's just better that everybody just cuts off.
But some people could still cut and the money is not enough. God should just help us.
God will just help us. But it's rather preferable again when you go to those local markets and you buy all those things. When you buy it much, it's better if you have a fridge. You put them.
Yeah,
so exactly. That's what it really happens.
So it doesn't get spoiled. Yeah, and then you have to buy again. So it's better to stock them up in.
So what if there is no light? Fridge, in as much as fridge fridge, no lights and all that, but we are surviving. So I like the fact that you said people should stock up things in terms of like buy it in bulk. I don't even, there's something that happened way back. I never knew that egg was that cheap. Like it was so cheap. My mom was like, you know, when you buy things in bulk and all of that, it's like it's expensive. But the first time I realized that egg was not expensive, wine was not expensive, all this little like those carton of like you think it's luxury. Oh God, calm down. So guys, just try out all those things you want to really buy. Try. If it's not, which I believe is not that expensive, just stock up like what we are talking about.
We are done for the day. Please subscribe on all our social media platforms. Follow us, like our videos, and please do comment. So see you some other time.
Yes, I'm going for the basics. And